And staying in the U.S., we are just getting some breaking news now that the governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo, has just resigned. He had been under intense pressure after the state's attorney general alleged that he had sexually harassed multiple women. This is the moment he announced his resignation.
The best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Because I work for you. And doing the right thing is doing the right thing for you. Because as we say, it's not about me, it's about we.
All right, so New York Governor Andrew Cuomo announcing there that he would resign as governor, Democratic governor of the third largest state in the U.S. Something of a surprise, this announcement, because up until this moment, all the indications were that he was not going anywhere and he would continue to stay as governor. But there were, of course, plans by the state legislature in New York to move ahead with his impeachment. But that will not happen, presumably, because he has now announced that he will resign. We hope to have. We're going to listen in more to a little bit more of that now, as the Governor Cuomo is still speaking live now.
No one thought we could do it, but you did it. You led the nation, and you showed the way forward. And how you did it is what's most important. You did it together. Not as black New Yorkers or white New Yorkers, not as LGBTQ New Yorkers or straight New Yorkers or Democrats or Republicans or upstate or downstate or Jewish, Muslim, Protestant or Catholic New Yorkers, but as one community, one family, the family of New York. You overcame the naysayers and the haters and the fear and the division, and you unified and you rose and you overcame. And you saved lives. And that was powerful in its effect. It was beautiful to see, and it was an honor to lead. Please remember that lesson. Hold it dear and hold it up high for this nation to see, because it is New York State at her finest, creating her legacy, fulfilling her destiny, giving life and animation to the lady in the harbor, saying, Excelsior, we can be better, we can reach higher, and proclaiming E pluribus unum, out of many one, unity, community, love. That is our founding premise and our enduring promise. And that is the salvation of this nation that it so desperately needs to hear. Thank you for the honor of serving you. It has been the honor of my lifetime. God bless you.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo in a televised address just there moments after announcing that he would resign as governor of the state of New York, effective 14 days from now. Let's go live to Kristen Salumi, who is in New York for us with more reaction on this. Kristen, something of a surprise here.
It is something of a surprise. He has been vigorously defending himself, Andrew Cuomo, against allegations of sexual harassment among staff members. 11 of them have come forward and gave their accounts of what they considered abusive behavior to the state attorney general. The attorney general compiled a lengthy report and found that there was evidence to support their claims. This has launched several investigations by local justice officials here in New York, but the governor has at the same time apologized and denied that he did anything wrong. I should say he admitted that he acted insensitively. He admitted that he is a very touchy-feely kind of a governor. He would kiss people, hug them. In the days leading up to this, he provided pictures of him doing this at events all around the state. But the pressure was growing against Andrew Cuomo, members of his own party, in which he was considered until very recently a rising star with national aspirations. One by one were stepping away from him and calling the situation in Albany, New York's capital, untenable. And the governor himself just admitted that. He came out and he said while it was his instinct as a New Yorker to keep on fighting, that this was becoming too much of a distraction from state business, which includes the ongoing fight against the coronavirus, among many other priorities. And he said that the impeachment process investigation, which had been launched by state lawmakers, would take too long, cost too much money, and detract from what the people of New York needed from their government. And with that, attempted to both defend himself, but also step down and step away.
And is there a sense then in making this decision, Kristen, perhaps he felt that he was too much of a burden, not only on the people around him, but also the Democratic Party, and how that affected their standing nationally?
Well, absolutely. Andrew Cuomo has become a punching bag for the right in the United States. His handling of the coronavirus, while very popular on the East Coast and in New York, had come under criticism for his handling of nursing homes in particular. He had become a bit of a lightning rod nationally and locally. Because of that, and because of these allegations against him. Of course, he is representing the Democratic Party, which has gone on the offensive when it comes to gender issues and the Me Too movement, claiming to carry the torch for that. This was very uncomfortable for many members of the party going forward, and increasingly untenable. That said, he certainly left himself open to future possibilities of running. He didn't discuss that directly, but again, did not admit that he had done anything illegal, and certainly raised issue with the allegations that had been made against him and the report that had been filed against him, calling it political. But in terms of dragging this out in state government, said that it didn't make sense. And at this point, it looked like it was going to be a losing battle for him anyway, and he did, in fact, see the writing on the wall. So a rising star in the Democratic Party now stepping down.
All right, thanks very much, Kristen Salumi, live for us there in New York on the news that